Hi, I'm Michael Nadler from Market Lead, and today's video is a different video. It's a technical video. It's how I analyze PMax campaigns. Now, this is just a way how I export the data from PMax and analyze what the difference is of the shopping performance versus the other channels. And it really looks into 1, the spend, 2, the sales numbers, and then 3, the revenue and ROAS. Now, this is really important for a lot of businesses because they don't have the transparency from Google. I've been able to reverse engineer this quite simply, and I use it on all my Performance Max clients. Now, this is mainly for clients that have one PMax and no other shopping campaigns. I do have some more advanced segmented versions that I'll potentially show in the future, but not now. See, this is a bit of an insight secret. So whilst this does look very simple, most people aren't doing this. Most people aren't getting these insights, and most people don't actually know what the split of performance is from shopping versus other channels. And especially for e-commerce businesses, this is essential to make sure that you know that your budget, if it is going to PMax and it is being used across all the networks, you actually know the spend breakdown between shopping and the other channels. So I'll keep this simple. Enjoy it. Like, comment, subscribe. Enjoy.
Excellent. Let's jump in. So this is a breakdown I've done for a client just based on their PMax campaign and what allocation of budget's been going to shopping and what's been going to other areas, and looking at the breakdown here. So the reason why I've done this video is there's nothing really out there to actually show you how to break down the data. Now, this is a report I was just pulling this morning for the client, just because we do a 30-day rolling, just to have a look at it. So the way I do this, and I'll just change this a little bit here, is I've got the raw data here. So I import the raw shopping data, being date, account, MCID, or merchant center ID, clicks, impressions, costs, conversion value, and conversions. You can only do conversion value, not conversion value by time, I've noticed. I've got all the account data as well, just high level numbers. And then I've also got the data by advertising channel. So it's broken down by whatever channel it's there on. Now, this is only for an account that has like one PMax campaign and no other shopping campaigns. I do have another report like this for a client that has a standard shopping campaign and does have PMax campaigns or multiple PMax campaigns. So you can go deeper in different layers. But what I wanted to show here was, and I'll just hide these columns just because the clicks and impressions aren't important. Let's just keep going through. So what you can do here is you can actually look at like just purely on your account. You know, once again, this is a super standard report, is just your costs, your sales, and your sales value. And then PMax, you can break down the cost of the PMax campaign, the sales from PMax, the value, and then obviously the return on ad spend if it's an e-commerce client. Now, this is where a lot of people don't have the transparency, and I think it's super important, which is like a basic thing, is understanding what percentage of or how much is allocated and being derived from shopping campaigns in terms of cost, sales, value, and return on ad spend. So just through a few simple formulas and actually just using raw data, which you can see in here, you can actually start to break down, 1, how much you're spending on PMax, the value, and the ROAS. And in turns, you can start to reverse engineer how much money and clicks and impressions and value is actually being derived from like the other channels. So we can see here for this client on, this was yesterday, it was $5 they spent, got no sales. Now looking at these numbers here, there's actually quite a low percentage of spend, and we can do a percentage breakdown, which is over here, a low percentage of spend that's actually being allocated towards non-shopping campaigns. So we can just assume that that's through some basic basic search campaigns, and then some potentially few clicks from the display network. But you can see here as well with the really high ROAS, this is most likely from branded traffic as well. If it was a bit lower, we could assume that it could be from non-branded traffic, but because the return on ad spend is so much higher than you'd usually expect for anything other than brand. Now, the next thing is, and this is probably the more important part, which probably all e-commerce businesses running PMax do need to know on some level, is just the percentage allocation. So this is the PMax percentage allocation, and I've just got it broken down by shopping and then the others. So cost of shopping, sales from shopping, and revenue from shopping, and then cost other, sales other, and revenue from others. So you can see that about 98 to about 99%, ranging down to about 94% is on shopping, which is really good for an e-commerce business, especially when you want to be maximizing shopping traffic, because that is the highest quality traffic for a e-com business. We can see what percentage of sales have come through there as well. And then we can also see the revenue percentage split as well. So we can see pretty much this client is mostly shopping on PMax, and they're also getting mostly most of their sales from there as well. Now, this will range if you're doing a feed-only asset groups, obviously, because you're only using a feed. But if you are using display placements, search placements, you will get more insights here. So this is really important on a high level. Now, whilst for a lot of people, this is just like generic information, for a lot of business owners I work with, this is actually really important. This is a high level number from a one campaign, one Performance Max campaign and no other shopping. It does get a bit more complicated trying to segment it down further when you do have multiple PMax campaigns and other shopping campaigns, but it can be done. But that's what we do here at Market Lead. So, these are the things that I really believe if you don't have these insights towards the data, it's really hard to consult with the client about it. And when you look at this data, you might go, well, so what? What can I actually do with this? But it's having the actual understanding and the transparency on a higher level is the so what, because most businesses don't. And if you do have more competitive understanding about this stuff, you will be ahead of your competition. So I was hoping this to be a 2-minute video. It's gone for 5 minutes. It's more of a technical one. I usually don't ever do technical videos because that's not what the channel's for. But this is just something I wanted to share today because it was something I was just preparing for a client. I think it's important for a lot of e-commerce businesses, especially ones using Performance Max. So I'll finish up there. Enjoy. Now, you know what time it is. I'll keep this short. Like, comment, and subscribe to keep up to date with the latest and greatest Google Ads and paid ad news. And lastly, it's your time to be number one. So Market Lead is now taking on new clients. So if you're serious about increasing sales, increasing customers, and more importantly, scaling your business, book in a strategy session with someone in my team and you'll get a free action plan. Just go to marketlead.com.au, go to the strategy session link, and then book it in there. So remember, like, comment, and subscribe. I'll keep this short. Enjoy.